All right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, and welcome this live tutorial. And this is actually going to be another brief live tutorial. And as I look, it might have been I might have mistimed the invite. I meant 10 o'clock. I might have put 9 o'clock. If you got here at 9 and I wasn't here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting here for 10 o'clock, and but we're gonna get right into a little bit of KhunAki so that you will just kind of be able to get started. And again, this is going to be a long session, but I do want to show you some basics about KhunAki and what it is that you're going to be doing, and we're going to take these first steps here tonight. And what you're looking at is you're looking at a disk drive, and you're looking at a disk drive that I have for KhunAki, and it's a CD drive. And what it is actually this is some content that I bought from Yannick Silver back in, as you can see here, 2004. But it's copywriting, so it's evergreen, and so we wouldn't do this, you know. In real life, you'd already have content on a CD. So really the starting point for being able to deliver something by KhunAki is to already have something on CD. And that's really why you're seeing a CD here and you're seeing the contents of a CD, because it's going to actually have to go on a CD. And so this is really going to be the starting point. Now, we don't even really need, for the first part of this Genius Marketing Pro, what we really need to do is we really need to be able to have the software from KhunAki. And the way you're going to get that is you're going to go to KhunAki.com, and you may not have a customer login. So what you're going to do is, if you're a new customer, you're basically going to go and create a new ID, and you start the process by sending them your first product. Now, I already have an account with KhunAki, so I don't have to do that. But if you want to design a CD, what you would do is you'd click to start the process here on KhunAki's website. If you want to design a DVD, you start the process here. And so in this particular case, I've got a CD, so I would really start that process by clicking here. And what KhunAki does is it allows you to really go through the design process and what it's actually going to look like when your customer gets it. And you can actually see that here. This is what the jacket's going to look like. This is what the actual CD is going to look like. And you can actually design this, and you can design this kind of based on what it is that you want to do. Right. So if you want to put your own image in there, you could do that. Like, for instance, I would grab maybe I'm gonna grab an image of maybe extreme couponing, right? And if I let's see, no, it's not the one. If I go to some of my products here, if I go to some of my products and I go to extreme couponing, I've got some images, and I could start with maybe one of the sales images, right? And let's say I want to start with that image, right? I could start with that image, and I can actually do, I can actually take some of these things out of here, right? I can adjust the banners. I can take the writing out, right? And so I can basically design this CD the way I want it to be. I can design the front case booklet panel. I can design the inside booklet panel. And then I can design the back tray card. So all that I can do in terms of my design. And this is really what you'd really be doing in terms of branding your actual product that your customer is going to get. And you can do all that inside of KhunAki. Right. So again, this part you don't really necessarily need for Genius Marketing Pro, but you do need to know how to do this and to go ahead to be able to design your cover. Now, I'm not going to go through this entire process. I just kind of wanted to show you that that you could actually do this. And what you do is you would download this image, right, and then you'd save this image onto your PC, right, and then this is what the image and I'll show you where you'd upload this when we get to that point. Okay, so then what you need to do is once you've actually designed your cover, then you'd be ready to log in. Right now, before we log in, what we'd be doing though first is you're going to have to I need to kind of go back one step here. You are in most cases, right? The easiest way to get your product onto KhunAki is going to be to download their software. Now, depending on what kind of spam blocker you have, or what kind of, let's say, what's the word that I'm looking for? Um, firewall. what kind of firewall you have? You might see a warning with the software, but the software is safe. I've never had a problem with it. So once you do that, then you're going to have some software in your hard drive. I'm going to pull it open so you can see it. And I'll just open the file location. Okay, so here's the KhunAki software here. I'm going to double click it and open it up, and we'll just run it. And then that software is going to run on your PC. It's going to look something like this. Right, and then once you do that, you're going to click the green button to start. And then you're going to write in all your information for your product. Right, and depending on what kind of content you're going to have, you're going to want to fill all that information in. And in this particular case, I'm going to say this is going to be data. So we're going to say this is data. And I'm going to put my name as a publisher. Anything that's bold here is going to be mandatory. If you want to add a UPC code, you can. If you're going to put it on Amazon, you're going to save it through. You're going to use their Amazon Advantage program. You're going to want to do that. Now we're going to go ahead and click this to keep going. And in this particular case, now when we actually created that image, right, this is the image where we're going to use it. And the reason you want to use that tool is because it's actually going to fit this so that the dimensions are right. I mean, you could probably just upload an image as it is. There's no guarantee that image is going to work exactly the right. Right, I'm going to go ahead and just try an image there. I'm just going to pull an image from that same place. And I'm going to open up my products here. It's going to be one more second while I open up my products and get extreme couponing, get an image. Get one of the sales images there, and then we will be ready to roll. Right now, it's gonna render the graphics there, and then of course, you'd be able to do it just the way you'd want to have it. right? So you're gonna play around with that a little bit to make sure it's what you want. Then you're gonna go ahead and you're going to go forward. And then what KhunAki is going to do is it's going to ask you to open up your CD drive, and you're going to want to make sure that you already have the data you're going to put and deliver. Right, and as you can see, all this information is already on my CD. Right, so let's say that what I'm going to send to the customer are going to be these 9 PDFs, and I'm going to then just click I think it's up folder, not up folder. We're going to go forward here. We're going to save this to a file on our PC. We'll put in sales letters. It's going to ask me to write a name in there. So I'm going to write a name, sales letter. I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to be able to go forward. And then it's going to actually upload the product to KhunAki. Right, so it's going to go through this process. Now, it doesn't take a long time. It depends on how fast your connection is. And it's going to upload all those contents to KhunAki. And now, once we've done that, we're ready to launch our product. Okay, once we've done that, then we click publish. And then we're going to then contact KhunAki in order to publish. I'm going to go off screen to put that in. Okay, once I've entered my login details, it's going to start the process of putting the contents of my disk on KhunAki. So it's going to take a little while. You'll see that the time is going forward there. Okay, so we're just about done with the upload process. Okay, it says that now our product is actually at KhunAki, or it's in their facility. So now we can click OK. And then we've got our master copy here. So now we should be able to log into KhunAki and actually see our product. And you can see that our product is here. And now we have a product in here that we can actually use to tie to Genius Marketing Pro. Right now we can configure our options here. Now, again, I'm going to spend an extended period of time kind of talking about the different options and the marketing options in a tutorial. I don't want to do this on a webinar. I'd like to make sure that I kind of go through this step by step, but you can actually start looking at how you'd like to have your product. Now, one of the things you're going to want to do, and I'm not going to do that here, you want to have a review copy sent to you, right? And then you want to go ahead and if you want to, let's say you're going to be you're gonna be going someplace. Let's say you're going to be speaking, and you want to have some of your products sent to you. You can actually order copies sent to you, right, at a minimal cost. Okay, you could actually publish on a KhunAki sales page, but you won't need to do that because you're going to be doing that on Genius Marketing Pro. Right, same thing with your KhunAki PayPal page. So you've got some options, but once you've actually done this, excuse me, you're ready then to start tying to Genius Marketing Pro. Right, and that's really kind of where I want to stop with that for today. I really want, if you are interested in selling a physical product, then the next stage for you is to go ahead and get your software onto your PC. I think there's one for the Mac, there's one for PC, and then you want to get a CD and get your content and get something listed on KhunAki, right? You're going to have to open an account, and then you're going to have to get a CD of information in order to upload there. So are there any questions about that process? Okay, any questions? Okay, now what I'll do tomorrow night is I will tie it in to Genius Marketing Pro. And so, but tonight, if you can, what you want to do is to go ahead so you can follow along by getting a CD with some information. I know not everybody carries around CDs and DVDs that they've written to. So, you know, if you're wanting to do this, you may want to get that done first, and then you'll be able to follow along in the next step that I do tomorrow night. Are there any other questions about KhunAki? Okay, well, that's when will I be teaching on surveys? That's probably going to be on Monday, along with kind of almost a pretty step by step through the whole process. So Monday, what I'm probably going to do is step through the entire process, and I will be doing surveys on Monday. That's my plan. Okay, any other questions or something else I need to cover? Launchpad will probably start on Tuesday, provided that Monday is the last webinar. So I want to finish on Monday, and then Launchpad will start on Tuesday night. Yep, Tuesday night. Okay, great question. Thank you, Gary. Any other questions? Okay, everybody. Well, as I said, I don't want to keep you long here tonight. I mean, I appreciate you being here on Saturday night. And again, if I think I flubbed the time. And if you were here at 9 o'clock, please accept my apologies. I probably thought I was saying 10 and said 9, and so if you were here, I am really sorry for having you to be here. But I'm glad that you were 10 o'clock. And as I said, I don't want to keep you long. I know a lot of you want to kind of get on with your night. And with that, thank you very much, everybody. Have a great night and a pleasant tomorrow. Take care.